Welcome to the 2019 FDU softball season preview. Joining us now is head coach Chris Foy. Coach, just talk about how preseason practice has gone for your team thus far.
Since we've been back about 3.5 weeks after break. Majority of the time has been spent inside. Luckily, with the weather last week, we were able to get outside for a little bit, do more scrimmage type of things. So we're pretty much ready to go. We're set to go to Louisiana this weekend, which should be a good start for us. So we're prepared and we're ready to go.
Yeah, speaking on that preparation, last year was your first year here at the program, taking over basically right at the start of the season. Just talk about how your preparation is different from last year heading into this your second season.
Well, last year being a new coaching staff and new to the players and new to the program, we kind of took more of a wait-and-see approach, kind of evaluating the girls, seeing what positions they were best at, how we were going to utilize them. This year we're kind of putting more schemes in, more defense and offense. We've added 7 new girls, going from a roster from 13 to 19. Has definitely helped, so we're able to do more things in practice, scrimmage type of things. So we feel that that's going to definitely help us having a bigger roster this year.
Great. Now you start this season with some road trips, first to Louisiana, like you mentioned, this upcoming weekend, then down to Maryland for a 3-game series, and then out to California like you did last season. Just talk about those trips and what they're able to do to help you out to the start of the season.
Well, the way we set it up for Louisiana this year, we're playing teams that right now are actually in the top 35 or 40 getting votes this year. Teams that won their conference championships last year, a couple made regionals, so right off the bat it's going to be a tough start. Then we'll go down to Morgan State in about 2 weeks, where we played last year and did really well, and then we're going to head out to UC Davis and Sacramento State after that, like we did last year, and play tough teams. Sacramento State won their conference. UC Davis is always a good team, and we'll play Boise State, who's also out there, who actually made regionals and won their conference last year.
Great. Now this upcoming season, you obviously had the tied for 4th place finish in the NEC last year. Just talk about what you're able to do to get over the hurdle and make the playoffs this upcoming season.
Well, we talked to the girls this year about setting goals. One of their goals is not only to make the playoffs but win a championship. We realized last year that we are a good team and that we're able to stand at the top with the top 4 teams. It was obviously a little disappointing because we wanted to make the playoffs, but returning everybody but one starter and adding those 7 new freshmen, like I said, I think we've set up pretty well to make a good run at the tournament this year, and our expectations, honestly, as a coaching staff, are to make the playoffs and hopefully win.
All right. Thank you for your time today, Coach.
Thanks.
Joining us now in the 2019 softball season preview is senior pitcher Baylee Ports. Baylee, talk about how preseason practice has gone so far for you guys.
I feel like it's been a really productive preseason for us. Speaking from the pitcher's perspective, I feel like we've improved a lot, and we've done a lot of live at-bats with our hitters, which I think has helped everyone. We've really worked on really zeroing in on the pitches we need to focus on individually, which I think is going to help us for the season. So I think it looks good.
Great. Now you have a lot of returners coming back. You only lost the one player in Jamie from last year. Just with all that experience coming back, how will that help you out for this upcoming season?
I think it's really important to have as many players coming back as we do, especially with everything the seniors have been through in our 4 years. I think we're ready to have a good season, and we've really been through a lot. So I think we know what we need to do to accomplish our goals, and I think that's really important, and I think that we can take that and lead the freshmen and the younger players to our goals. So.
You know, you're one of the 5 pitchers returning this year. All the pitchers from last year are back, and you guys improved a lot from last season. You lowered the team ERA and obviously won more games. But just talk about what your expectations are out of the pitching staff for this season.
I feel like our expectations are pretty high just going off of last year. I feel like we expect to win more games than we did last year, and we really expect to lower the ERA, team ERA, and I think we all individually hope to lower our own ERAs, and I think that that's a really realistic goal for us, just looking at us how we have been in practice, and when we pitch live to the hitters, I think we're going to do good, and I think our goals are really realistic. So.
I just want to touch on off the field, you guys as a team, just the bond between you and your teammates. Just describe how that's like between you and your teammates.
I feel like we all have a pretty good bond. We can joke around with each other. We all hang out off the field and everything, and I think that that's really important because when we get on the field, there's more trust, and there's just a tighter bond. So I feel like that's really important, but I feel like we're close. We're a good, close-knit team. So.
Cool. Now heading into this season, just from thinking about like all your preparation and stuff, what do you think it's going to take to accomplish your team's goals and ultimately win the NEC at the end of the season?
Yeah. I think we definitely have to take it game by game, even less than that, pitch by pitch pretty much, and just know our goal, but also stay in the moment and not get ahead of ourselves. I think that that's really important for us, and that's how we're going to accomplish our end goal of winning NEC is just take it game by game and pitch by pitch, really.
All right. Thank you for your time today, Baylee.
Thank you.
Joining us now on the 2019 softball season preview is senior Serena Meehan. Serena, let's talk about how preseason practice has gone so far for you guys.
It's been really well. We've been focusing a lot on the little things, you know, because it's really important to focus on stuff like that. But, you know, coach has really been working on, like, drills and stuff that we didn't necessarily do last year. You know, he's more set on the team, you know. He was also adjusting last year. He was new last year, and I feel like they came prepared with a lot more drills this year. So preseason has gone really well for us.
Now, what are your guys' goals for this upcoming season?
I mean, of course, it is ideally to make the NCAA tournament, but we're going to start off small and say the NEC tournament, and from even smaller, it's win every game, win every inning. We're really focusing on really small things this year.
Now, you have a lot of new players to the team and freshmen this season. Just talk about how they've adjusted and fit into the team culture thus far.
They fit in really well. They work really well with us and with each other. At first, it was like a little bit of adjustment because there were so many of them, and we never had a class that big before, but they adjusted really well. They work really well. They take criticism really well. They're doing good.
Yeah, now last year was a really big improvement in terms of wins for you guys. Just talk about how you're built off that heading into this season and hopefully doing better this season.
You know, and no one really expected us to do that well considering the past years before that, so we're just going to keep surprising people. Like, it's very important for us, especially us seniors. You know, we had a rough couple years, and like the coaches came in, fixed it, you know, so we're just going to keep building. We're going to keep surprising people.
Cool. Now, how excited are you to get the season started this weekend?
Yeah, I'm really excited, and I know I'm speaking for the whole team. We're just really ready. We're ready for this season. We have some tough games this week. We're not going to say they're going to be easy wins, you know, but we're going out there for the dubs.
Yeah, hopefully you guys do start off with some wins this weekend. Thank you for your time today, Serena.
You're welcome.
That'll do it for this 2019 softball season preview. The Knights begin their season this weekend going down to Louisiana to take on Southeast Missouri State, Wichita State, and a bunch of other teams as well. You can find out more about the FDU softball team and all the other FDU Knights athletic teams on FDUKnights.com.